Glad you came.
I'm glad I came too.
Revelio.
Why am I glad I came? Aloha.
Aloha Mora. What do we have here? A demiguise. Revelio.
The Three Broomsticks Private Room is a secluded space off the main room of the pub. Hogwarts professors appreciate having a separate area in which to gather to avoid encountering students. Perhaps unsurprisingly, the students appreciate their professors having a separate area as well. Oh, it doesn't. Not even with Revelio, it freaking shit. I wonder if it's a powerful, way powerful spell to Revelio. What is this? Avada Mastery. Defeating cursed enemies restores some of your health. Ooh. Resto Momentum. Third slot. And hit throws, catches, and throws disarm enemy. There we go. Now I gotta wait until nightfall for me to get this
Mine now, demiguise.
demiguise. I wonder if it's dark.
Revelio.
Oh, when it's dark, I can't see them. So usually now I have to. I see that I have to wait until it's nighttime for me to finally be able to see the demiguise.
Glad you came.
I'm glad I came too, Serona.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
It's old letters, you say?
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
Really?
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Okay. Sure.
Revelio.
I'll make sure to do just that. Yeah, look, they're all level 2s. Can't really do much with that. What's that noise? Like, see? You hear that? What the hell is that?
Revelio.
Not creepy at all.
Aloha Mora.
I'm literally breaking in. I'm breaking entering.
Revelio.
Is there nothing here? Oh. What's up, my guy? What is that noise? Okay, so I gotta go to all the way the fuck over there. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Most likely, I would try to find the demiguise off screen instead of on screen. I feel like it's gonna be a pain in my ass.
Revelio.
A huge pain in my ass. Scriven Shaft cats. These cats seem to stay close to Scriven Shaft's quill shop. Perhaps it's the feather quills that entice them, or perhaps it's the treats the owner often leaves for them. I'm gonna go on the lemon say it's probably that. I leveled up.
I told you not to go down that path.
Miss Peck from Brood and Pet for the customer locker. I know we're not supposed to go down there. I just thought...
Revelio.
Could have got us in a lot of trouble.
I'm very sorry, Father. Only she said I might die.
Accio.
Gotcha.
Aloha
Aloha
Mora.
Mora.
Revelio.
Another one. Woo! Sneaky, 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 bam! Okay, so now that I got whatever, a lot of the stuff over here, I'll come back once I am near where I'm supposed to go. Okay, so here we are.
The Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Dear sister, it's been some time since we've heard from you. How are things in the ministry? We continue to think of you and hope that you're doing well. You'll be happy to know that we've all made our peace with our decision to become your decision to become an Auror. As dangerous as it is, you must live your life and follow your path. You are doing so in the service of the wizarding world. I am proud to call you sister. I must inform you of something that you may find curious. It seems a troll has attacked up residents in the train tunnels near town. The poor thing's most certain to learn a tragic lesson about the fundamental velocity of locomotives. Right soon, Eddie Thistlewood.
Revelio.
The Thistle and the Badge, Helen Thistlewood, reflection of former horror. Retirement isn't what I expected. I enjoy the leisure time, of course, but I do miss the excitement of hunting magical fugitives. I know you're not supposed to admit that you actually enjoy the turmoil associated with the job, but how can you feel anything other than exhilaration when chasing a Ukrainian Iron Belly through the Muggle city, and then obliterating all of the Muggles who saw you, or foiling a dark wizard's plot to take over their ministry with an army of Chinese chomping cabbage, using only a single basket of bouncing bulbs. Wait, what? When the ministry finally makes all of my old cases public, my neighbor will never look at me the same way again. Old Madame Thistlewood down the lane is the one who put that nasty brute so in Azkaban. For now, I can merely insinuate lest I divulge something confidential. I would hate to force my former colleagues into locking me away in Azkaban. Not an appealing thought. Well, I suppose I should check on my garden. The bluebells have been struggling this season.
Revelio.
Wow, there's a lot of letters here. The Thistle and the Badge, Helen Thistlewood, reflection of former horror. I'm still dwelling upon my big hypothetical from the other day. I always made certain that I could defend my decision before Wismanat should the need arise. I was required to do this on rare occasions, and it was never pleasant. It was never a pleasant experience, no matter how confident I was. Despite what some believe, the ministry is far from omnipotent, and when I hung up my badge, I left behind quite a few unsolved cases. If I had all the time in the world, I doubt I could solve them all. But should the opportunity arise to revisit one and correct any mistakes I made, I will certainly take it. That's the only way to rest easy about my career. Never hesitate to fix mistakes, especially if they are yours to begin with. I fear that in our haste to meet our justice, we may inadvertently become the vehicle for injustice. I fear this especially for myself. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. I'm through with gardening. I need a new hobby. You need a new hobby, you say. I have a lot of time these days to reflect upon my career. I wonder if the good we did balances out the mistakes we made along the way. Did we always catch our criminals? No. Did we sometimes put away the wrong person? It's possible. Is that an acceptable risk when it comes to preserving the well-being of the wizarding world at large? I'd like to think so. But then again, I'm not an innocent witch molding away in Azkaban. If I were, then perhaps I should feel differently. It is a quandary without a solution, or at least not one that I am likely to solve. This is the problem with retirement. It leaves one with too much time to dwell upon bygone problems. But there's nothing one can do about it. Oh, and my bluebells died. Oh, that's why she said she's done with gardening. Because she, you know, because of that. Let's see what's in here.
Hello,
Attack me, guys.
Mine now, Demi guys.
Stop tricking.
Revelio.
Stop tricking and collect it.
I should investigate.
Investigate what?
Hello, Homora.
Thank you.
No problem, but I still feel bad that you lost your brother.
Revelio.
Like, how am I not gonna feel bad that you lost your brother? Come on.
Tips in the hat, if you please.
I feel terrible. Oh, here we go.
Confringo.
Yeah. Okay.
Revelio.
I think that's basically everything. All right, let's talk to, go talk to her.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Brottle. Actually, Serona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Serona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Brottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me. I can certainly try.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Serona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Serona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Okay.
Serona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Oh, goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Maribel?
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Serona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Brottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawklumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
Hello again, Mrs. Brottle.
Hello, dear. Was there something else I could help you with?
Where did you say I should go to harvest the hawklumps and find the box of letters?
In a cavern in the hills, just southwest of our hamlet.
I thought it was something else. They gotta go over here.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Right, I'm practically swimming in galleons.
Revelio.
Huh. Might as well kill them.
Thought we'd forget about that goblin.
Confringo. Finger. Accio.
Ah!
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Die! Die! Die!
It isn't Nora Treadwell's guardian.
Ah!
Revelio.
Oh shit. And they find a way to just like, you know, to just get off of it real quick.
Comes to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Sir. Better have a look around. See about the hawk clumps and the box of letters.
Confringo.
That's all the hawk clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Revelio. Confringo.
Huh. It's over here. Ah. Ah.
Lumo.
I fucking forgot. I was like, why the hell am I getting shit on?
Revelio. Confringo.
Let's keep going.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Nope. Fighting it.
Expelliarmus. Protego.
Stupefy.
Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus.
Come on. Huh.
Expelliarmus. Defender. Confringo. Protego.
Stupefy. Rock. Chest.
Defender. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Stupefy. And oh shit. Ah.
Confringo. Defender. Protego.
Stupefy.
Expelliarmus.
Come on. Here.
Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus.
Yeah.
Protego.
Stupefy.
Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus.
Yeah.
One less foul hulking brute.
Revelio.
Woo.
Confringo. Revelio.
What's over there? I don't think I can go down there. I remember last time I got stuck. And I don't want to get stuck again. Dear Sirona, when I arrived here, I had a troubling sense that in many ways, I wasn't like the other first years. I confess I worried that Hogwarts might not have been the proper place for me, and pondered sending an owl to my parents asking them to fetch me almost before the first week of classes had ended. How did you know? I presume you're not secretly a legilimens, but I wonder that you seem to know my thoughts better than I did myself. That day in the Three Broomsticks when you spotted me huddled in the corner, staring blankly at an untouched butterbeer and an empty bit of parchment, my quill dripping ink woefully onto the floor, and you came to sit with me. Well, I shall never forget it. I recall a sudden sense of relief, as if someone had cast a levitation charm on me. When you told me about how nervous you'd been to come to Hogwarts, I looked at you and it seemed beyond my imagination to think of you as anything but the confident, content witch sitting before me. In the day that followed, I marveled at how you charmed in the non-magical sense. I mean, everyone around you without apology, embracing who you were and who they were. It was as though a candle had flickered on for me. I realized that I could choose that path as well. Now that my school year are ending, the frightening first year which I had been seems worlds away. And I know it's because you saw yourself in that despairing creature in the corner of the pub, and so generously extended yourself to her. Yours sincerely, Maribel. P.S. Please tell Mrs. Sprottle that I still plan on visiting her and Mr. Sprottle whenever I can for their delightful conversation, and I am unashamed to admit her incomparable cauldron cakes. Dear Sirona, I conjured this wee gift for you as a token of my gratitude. If you hadn't stood your ground on my behalf during Quidditch practice last week, I might have left the team altogether. And now we've won the Quidditch Cup. Ravenclaw House would not be the same without you. Your sincere, Sean. Oh, she's in Ravenclaw! My dear Sirona, I've sent a note separately to dear Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle for their hospitality, but felt the need to put quill to parchment with my thanks to you as well. What a lovely respite from the castle. I won't soon forget how we giggled and about that ridiculous gnome. Did you truly believe that he was singing? And Mrs. Sprottle's steak and kidney pie was simply glorious. I shall be dreaming of it for days. I so appreciate you including me. I fear I must warn you, however, that this does not mean I will go easy on you in next week's match. You know that Ravenclaw is no match at all for Slytherin this year. Most gratefully yours, Philomena.
This must be Sirona's box of letters.
Dear Sirona, happy birthday, my darling friend. I sneaked into the kitchen and asked Pinky to make your favorite, cream crowdy. She was delighted to oblige. Not sure where she got raspberries at this time of year. Genius, that Pinky? Bess. Who the fuck is Bess?
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back.
Dear Mrs. Sprottle, Mother and Father were delighted to hear that you and I had spent the afternoon at Gladrags last Saturday. Truth be told, I think my mother was ever so slightly envious. I shan't soon forget how heartily we laughed at my efforts to lace the bodice? How heartily we laughed at my effort to lace the bodice of my new dress. A challenge indeed, as is the rather delicate practice of properly situated a hat pin without wounding either my hat or my head. But I adore everything that we selected, and I have you to thank for now feeling like a marvelous fashionable witch. It was also a treat to dine at the Three Broomsticks without having to clear the table. I shall own a place like that one day, mark my words. I consider myself more than lucky that you and Mr. Sprottle agreed to let me stay. I know that my parents feel precisely the same way. Yours gratefully, Sirona.
I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back.
Yes. Alright. Let's wait, don't I have to bring the juice or whatever fuck to oh, look, magical creature. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh boy. What is the magical creature?
Confringo!
Oh!
Levioso!
I got it!
Professor Howell will never believe this.
In upon your heads when our expectations
Revelio!
of your comfort are great.
I caught a unicorn? I feel bad. I fucking singed the ass of it. I singed his ass, dude. And I feel terrible! There's another one here.
Levioso! Repulso!
What is it? What is it?
Revelio!
I think this one is for the night or day or whatever. Well, it doesn't matter because I got a mission to do. And I'm running out of time to do everything. But I gotta return to Sirona. Wait, what about the thing that I collected? Aren't I supposed to bring it back to that, to Mrs. Sprottle or something? I think this is the village. So I'm gonna talk to Mrs. Sprottle first, and then I'm going to fast travel to Sirona. Mrs. Sprottle? I'm here, Mrs. Sprottle! Okay. Well. What? I guess that's how it's gonna work. You saw, I tried to give it to Mrs. Sprottle, but she didn't want none of it. She wanted none of it.
Lawley's none too pleased. Seems he's been burgled. I shall pretend I never heard the rumours of your involvement.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
It's no problem.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw. We could have cheered them on together.
I would have been a part of it.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand, and not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
It sure is. It sure is. Well, that is it for me today. I don't have time to do anything else. So next time we will be... Oh, sweet. Next time we will be going back to Hogwarts and doing some more missions. Let me see. What else do we have to do? So we got to go back to the Room of Requirement and then go to Sebastian and do that. Do the Hello Hamora thing. I still need a bunch of that. Most likely, I will try to look for them off screen, and then we'll just keep going from the actual missions, because I don't think it's just that, and I'd rather not bore people with that. So, and also if I find the hell is that?
Revelio.
Anyways, if I find if there's something else other than that, then I'll just look for them off screen. I think that would be better. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you give this video a like. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe. Guys, talk to you guys in next one. Goodbye and take care.